Yorston said, "In matters of style, swim with the current. In matters of principle, stand like a rock." We are here on principle today, and we are going to stand rock solid on one of our country's founding principles, our right to exercise our faith without fear or threat of government intrusion. On January 20th, the United States Department of Health and Human Services under Secretary Catherine Sebelius unveiled a new policy which has become known as the HHS mandate. This new mandate would require nearly all private health insurance plans to include coverage of all FDA-approved prescription contraceptive drugs and devices, surgical sterilizations and abortion-inducing drugs, drugs that interfere with implantation in the womb and therefore destroy the life of a human being in his or her earliest stages of development. This mandate is detestable to those of us who know the medical science proving that life begins at conception. And it requires many people of faith to violate the teachings of our religion. We have all heard this expression, practice what you preach. Well, we would really like to. This mandate, if upheld, will make it impossible for us to practice what we preach. Martin Luther King Jr. in his letter from a Birmingham jail wrote, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere." And this is the case with this mandate. Let us not be naive. This violation of our First Amendment rights threatens all of our rights, and we must stand against it. In 1620, a group of pilgrims disembarked from the Mayflower and stepped onto the shore of Plymouth Harbor. What brought them to this new place? They came to escape religious persecution and find a place to worship as their religion called them to do. In other words, they came for religious freedom. They came to live out their religious beliefs free of government interference. And that battle for freedom continued as this fledgling country began to take shape. Oppression of people with certain religious beliefs waxed and waned throughout the formation of the American colonies. And when the U.S. Constitution was written, our founding fathers knew that religious freedom was so important that they enshrined it as the very first article of our Bill of Rights. Yeah. Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion or prohibiting its free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or of the right of the people to peaceably assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. I find it ironic that today we are fighting against the erosion of the first half of this amendment by making use of its second half. Look around you. We are peaceably assembled. We are speaking openly and freely about our disagreement with this federal mandate. We have invited the press to interview us, to write about this, so that they also may freely share with their readers and their followers exactly what this rally is about. And why? Because the President of the United States and the Secretary of the Department of Health and Human Services have chosen to violate the first right guaranteed to us. This is unacceptable, and we simply must not and will not sit by and just watch it happen. We stand, and we will continue to stand like a rock to defend our right to exercise exercise our faith and to live in accordance with the teachings of our religion.